Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are back in Medellin. And what are we doing today, babe?
Today we're shopping. We're in the
Old Center?
shopping place in Old Town somewhere. We're gonna go to a different mall. And we're gonna have a tour of Pablo Escobar.
Yep, so we're gonna go shopping around Old Town here, around some of the smaller malls, and we would call them like flea markets. And then we're gonna go take a walking tour in a couple hours and learn all about the crime and history of Old Town Medellin. So we'll see if that's an interesting walking tour. So this is a little mall we're shopping in, San Antonio Central Commercial. It's a bunch of small collection of shops. Chris just bought a t-shirt for, what, 38? Like 9.
Almost standard.
Yeah. All sorts of stuff. If you're looking for the cheap buying area, this is where you're gonna go. All of our tour guides say don't be around this area after about 6 o'clock at night. It can get a little rough. So we walked just a little bit further down on that main street and we found a more traditional mall. It is so busy in here. So last night, we went to a different, more like American mall. Unfortunately, my battery died and we didn't record any of it. So for those of you who follow along, I think our last video ended a bit abruptly, but that's what happens when you're traveling at the pace we do. All sorts of stores. These look like more local stores, yeah? Yeah, I don't see any international.
It's probably older. The
Yeah.
one we went last night.
It's like a new mall.
Everything. I thought I'm in America, not.
Right. And just as a quick tip, anytime you're traveling international, keep some change in your pocket, because anytime you need a restroom, there is a good chance there's going to be a very small fee to use it.
In this mall, in the mall last night, it was free.
Yeah, if you go to the Western Mall, it's free. But here in this mall, it was 1,500 pesos or 20 cents. Yeah, less than 50 cents. So always have a pocket full of coins with you. So I would suggest if you want to get a little adventurous with your food eating and try some local food, these mall food courts are a great start because they're going to be inspected by the health department, so you're going to have a much better chance of not accidentally getting sick compared to the street foods out there. It's not that the street foods are bad, it's that your belly is not used to it. So we ducked into a grocery store quick because Chris needed some new hair clips, and they're basically the same price as they are in the States. Like $3–4 for a little bunch of hair clips. So I'll tell you, anything that's imported is almost the same price like America.
I paid for these $3.50.
Same like the States, maybe even more.
Maybe more, yeah. But I use those clips.
I gotta tell you, anything imported is definitely expensive. Oh, that's a new fruit I've never seen before. No idea what it is. Interesting. Tell you, we're out here on, today is a Saturday, and the hustle and bustle on the streets, it's fun. All sorts of people out. Yeah, it does. You gotta pay attention, a lot of people around, but it's fun, it's interesting. All sorts of street vendors, biggest avocados you ever seen. I mean, to me, this is the fun of traveling, just sort of getting out, sort of, these are where the locals go on Saturday to go shopping. You know, this is where the kids go just to go walking around. Sort of fun. Another clothing store. No? Yeah. Well, no idea, but they just had some sort of sale in that store, and Chris got a couple of $5 t-shirts. And there you go. Just sort of fun. I have no idea.
They were talking to me, but I didn't understand.
Yeah.
It was not easy Spanish.
I have no idea, but it was fun. You can see a lot of people carrying their backpacks on their front side. Really recommended by a lot of the tour guides, just because there are pickpockets about in the center of town here in Medellin. So we're gonna go check out this church. We're not sure which one it is, but it looks really old and cool. And sometimes that's the fun part about walking around by yourself. I know I talk a lot about taking the walking tours and learning a lot, but sometimes exploring by yourself is just as much fun.
Look at this.
Oh, the little walk guy? It's cute. Looks like there's a mass going on right now, so I'm going to turn you guys off. But it's a beautiful church. So this is the Church of San Jose, imposing 19th century church with a dome on top, an ornate white interior, and stained glass windows. That it does. Beautiful church. Absolutely beautiful. So as we make our way down towards the cathedral, we keep going in and out of these little shopping malls, and they all seem to have a theme. Like the first one we went into had a shit ton of hairdressers and hair extension shops and nail shops and pedicure shops. And this one is like 90% electronics. Watches and stuff for your cameras and computer parts and all sorts of things like that. Not exclusively, but they all tend to sort of have a theme, it seems like. And then you're out to another street. Well, let's go back to the main street. Absolute total gridlock here. Those cars haven't been able to go for like 2 stoplights. This way has been completely blocked. It's crazy around here. That's also the fun of it. So you know how I said these little malls are themed? This one is head shops and tattoo studios, piercing studios. And like, yeah, like anime stores, things like that, like pop culture things, piercing studios, tattoo studios, all sorts of things like that.
So hot. I tried some clothes on and now I'm dying.
Yeah, outside it's not too bad, but you get into some of these back shops, it gets pretty hot. It's really good work. Just a street artist or a city pays him? It's a nice wolf, yeah?
It's a husky.
Husky dog? Yeah.
Husky dog.
Yeah. So if you want to go back a couple of videos, we were here walking around when it was a Catholic holiday, and this area was like empty. It is a crazy stark difference between then and now. Big old ice creams, huh?
It's called natamani, and it's so good. It's pistachio? No.
Peanut?
Peanut ice cream? I don't know. I never had it before, and I love it. It's my second one.
I'm glad she likes it, because I don't. It tastes like butter ice cream with peanuts in it.
So good.
Yeah. So we made our way to the cathedral, which is all made out of brick, which makes it super cool if you ask me. Currently, it sounds like they're doing a service. I think this might be one of the coolest cathedrals I've been in, just because it's completely made out of this red brick. Which our walking tour the other day said the rich merchants of the area, when they built the cathedral, did it to sort of be cheap. It was the cheapest material available. It's abundant in Medellin, but it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's probably the coolest cathedral I've ever seen, yeah?
And it's cool. Even the music, I like it. So it's
great acoustics in there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're sort of done shopping for the morning, and we're gonna make our way to our walking tour. It starts in one of the parks here. But do you remember which one?
We're being followed, so it's so strange when some other people from here let you know, see that guy's following you, be careful.
I'll tell you, you do have to watch your possessions here for sure. Like I have my backpack on the back, I should have it on the front, for sure.
I put a new one, so I have it in the front. So I have on the back and the front.
You can see how busy it is on a Saturday.
Crazy.
Very, very, very busy. Here you go?
Yeah.
Sure. No idea where the road is, but we're going. Yeah, babe.
That one looks like they took the middle out and
Yeah,
next to it.
it's a cool sculpture, yeah.
Strange, different. I like it.
If you find one of these sugar cane, and it's like a lemonade but made with fresh squeezed sugar cane, oh my god.
It's the second time we come back here to
So
get
good.
some more.
This is absolutely the best lemonade you've ever had. I might have to go get another one. It's so good.
What did you do, baby?
I got another one. The best $2 I have spent in Colombia.
It's $1 each. I
So
usually
good.
put Star Mine and he got the second one. It's a cool vibe, but still it makes you so tired.
All right, our shopping this morning's over, and now we're going to our walking tour. This one's supposed to be all about Pablo Escobar and the crime here with the narco gangs and all that. And there's our tour guide in the red umbrella. So we are actually walking in a new part of town. So he said we're going starting to a neighborhood. Of course, he told us the story of the birds, which we learned in our first walking tour. That was the last bombing in '95 in Medellin. And they left the bird there as a reminder. The busted, blown up bird.
Because there is not big squares here, there's little ones, but here everybody's playing chess and they're playing for big money. Behind these guys who are playing chess, it's that line under the umbrella, it's a liquor testing. So I don't know, you get a wristband and then you can try all the liquors over there. And we are here because of the statue. We cannot see it from here, so I'm going to show you when we get there.
So one of the first stories we learned was a quick history of Colombia, all the revolutions going back to the 1800s, and essentially, real quick, it breaks down to the Liberal and the Conservative Party, which were just two oligarchy parties of, you know, the sons and children of the Spaniards that came over, and they never really represented the people of Colombia. And that's why there's always been violence here. So one of the reasons I love these walking tours is we just took a random elevator up to this beautiful rooftop deck. We never would have found this by ourselves. And I'm not sure, but we're going this way. That's what you call special access. Wow, that's a great view from here.
We got to a strange place, but it's a good view of Comuna 9. They said they don't really call by the numbers, but if they call by the number, that this one would be Comuna 9. Comuna 13 is the most popular one, where the gorilla used to be, and we have a movie over there. And there is Comuna 14. Nice place to stay at. We don't, because we didn't know, so we choose Intercontinental.
So we stopped for a little break here. I'll tell you what, it's really interesting listening to all the history and the really hard mixed political and guerrilla war factions and how these war factions came about and how it all ties together to narco trafficking, right? How the FARC started as farmers that wanted to protect their land, but they needed guns, and the most productive crop that they could grow to get guns was cocoa. And it just makes a circle. You start growing cocoa, you start selling cocaine, you start making a lot of money, and your politics go out the window. Well, it's hard to see, but up there on the hill is a giant, like, Christ the Redeemer statue, or close to it, and that's a big part, not exactly, but that's where Pablo built a lot of the houses for the poor here in Medellin, and that's excuse me, how he garnered so much support, is he gave away a lot of things, soccer fields and houses and things like that. But when you're a bad guy, you gotta buy some friends, don't you? And I didn't know this, but Pablo Escobar was actually elected to the Colombian Senate, House, one of the two. He only lasted 3 months because everybody started poking around in his business and figured out how he made all his money. That's just some straight up graffiti. Sort of like this one, that one's funny. Really interesting interesting conversation about how the local government in Medellin has really tried to embrace positive things to get people away from the cartels, away from the gangs and, you know, narco trafficking and things like that by offering outreach programs, opening libraries, after school programs, work programs for kids that need to make money. And of course, there's a lot of up and down, but that's what they're trying. So starting in 2000, if I remember right, 2002, to 2008, the government had unofficial meetings with a lot of the terrorist organizations and gangs, and basically came up with deals like, we'll leave your businesses alone if you stop shooting and killing people in our cities. And then that way we can redirect our resources to trying to help the kids that want help.
It's like a negotiation.
It was.
Between 2002 and 2008.
And so far that experiment's still going on. Like we were talking about the prostitution problem here, which is a huge issue, especially underage prostitution.
It's going to take a long time to fix that problem. They were actually saying they are about the girls are from Venezuela. And
a lot of the local politicians might be in on it. Because like when these, you know, bar/brothels are busted, they never get shut down, they never get closed. Somehow they always manage to stay open. So I'm really glad we took this walking tour. The history, and it's like a full history, just not of the crime, not of the bad parts, but how Colombia got where it is, where it's going. It's really interesting. And we never would have taken a walk in this part of town without a guide, yeah?
No, it's the first time we're walking this way, so it's interesting. It's different.
It's really amazing how quickly one block can change in Medellin. We went from graffiti and like an artsy university area that was a bit beaten down and poor looking to these beautiful clubs and nicer buildings, and it only took 100 yards. It's amazing how quick it changes. So we just finished up our walking tour with Sebastian. It was a really good walking tour, really great information. He told good stories, really tried to get into the heart of what's good and what's bad in Colombia and the changes going on and how political violence and narco violence, and it's too much story to remember and tell.
And his English was very good. Usually here in Colombia, people don't speak English at all, zero, because they have no reason to before. So, and his English was very good, I guess. He came here when he was 4 years old from America.
So if you want to book any of these free tours, we always book on Guru Walk, and it's wonderful. Always tip your guide. Here in Colombia, the recommended amount is at least $10 a person. If you're in Europe, probably 20 euros a person. So we got to the metro, but our Civic card, which is your metro card, was out of money, but a very nice police officer said she would go put money on our card for us and help us do the machine. So the police are very nice. We just use Google Translate. She used Google Translate. Wonderful. So the metro is unbelievably clean and busy. Busy, busy, busy. Let's get in here.
Our guide told us to take a metro so we can go with the gondola.
And I got off a stop early.
So we got to the different neighborhood here. People are just enjoying themselves, but it's cute. They are still colorful. Even in the balconies, they have somewhere to pray. And I can see, I think the gondola is up there. We have one more stop of the metro, but now we have to wait for another metro.
Just look how clean the metros are. No trash, no graffiti. I mean, just unbelievably clean in the metro. And they call everything the metro here. The cable car, everything is called a metro. Well, we're at the top of the gondola and the views are just unbelievable. And I feel this really crazy juxtaposition from, like, most of the people taking these gondolas are just commuting to and from, you know, the richer parts of town to the poorer parts of town, and we're just taking it as tourists. There's a really weird dichotomy in that. But as, you know, tourism coming up here and, you know, bringing dollars to the different neighborhoods helps them all out. So I don't know. It feels a bit weird.
So we took the train just to take it, just to look around to see where they stop us. And it's interesting because they have nice neighborhoods and old paintings, how to say, on the wall.
Murals.
Murals, very beautiful. Some of them are not, but a lot of them are nice.
Known for its bars and restaurants and for being really quite safe. I would say this is sort of where the middle upper class in Medellin go party. All right. Chris wants to see what the money exchange here is. All right, so we stopped to get some tacos. They took forever because they're understaffed here, but they look delicious. Some al pastor, some birria taco, I think a chicken taco, and maybe something else. Looks delicious. Thank you. Some hot sauce. Give this a go here. Pretty good taco. All right, guys, that's it for us today. We had a long day. Started off with some shopping in Old Town and then a walking tour and finished up here in Poblado. Yeah, babe?
Yeah, we had a good day. It was a long day. We came here for the laundry, but we forgot it's Saturday, so they close early.
Yeah, we have to get our laundry tomorrow.
We have to come back to this area. It's good, it's pretty, it's busy, but because it's busy, we wait over an hour for some tacos.
Crazy long wait. They were good tacos. I mean, $2 a taco. So you're paying American prices in the Poblano area. Poblado. But, you know, that's okay, I guess. Drinks are really expensive around here, that's for sure. But as you can tell, it's at 8 o'clock at night and there's just people walking around everywhere except for right behind me right now. Thank you all for watching till the end. We have one more full day in Medellin tomorrow. I think we're gonna go to some of the museums and the botanical garden maybe.
Or maybe the RV park, we don't know yet. So stay tuned for the next movie. Good night from Medellin.